I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Quick release by the QB. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. At midfield, he's got room. Into the secondary on the right. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top going 63 yards to the house. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Off the play fake on first down. Forced out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun to give, looking for room. At the 35, he's open. Speeding down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Auburn! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Motion from the wideout. On the move. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Going to the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might...
Turning it on! And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He got his man. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He goes out of bounds right at the 10. And the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. And this one is perfect. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Here he comes with the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Here comes the heat. Connection to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Auburn lines up quickly. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Unloads it left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. These corners backing off a bit. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best line.
There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. It's complete to the right. Ripping through and another broken tackle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he tacked on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the air on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? Gonna look downfield again. It's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field, but how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Kentucky! Fitted in the window for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Auburn offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. Rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. There's still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened in the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge.
Breaks into the open, and the defense drags him down.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Sets up the screen, and he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Now on the return. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. The give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They feed him again. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Auburn. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They're up by 10 over Texas State. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Here we go. They'll try the left side. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and
touchdown Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
A strike downfield. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that.
There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Well, Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
They get him down to this offense to set up first and goal from the 9. And the Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 35. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Got his man quickly. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Fires into the end zone. And give him. Other 6 grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. They march 78 yards down the field, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Going with the counter play here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field here as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got a man in the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Maybe a touchdown-saving stop gets him out of bounds at the 5. 1st and goal coming up. Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quick strike complete. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, and make plays.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the back. Picks up the 1st down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially with these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it's...